Okay, so I hear this story about you. First off, you're going to become a myth and folklore. You know that, right? Like there's like with Jess Lewis, he's a myth and folklore.
Right.
He like caught O.J. Simpson from behind, right? You know that, right? Crazy story. So you got to frame the story in for me. You're sitting in the office one day, and Coach Zaleski says to you, "Hey, we got a football player we want to work out with."
Right.
Literally, that's all. That's what you heard.
Right. Hey,
so what's in your
some
mind?
Techniques. He's a defensive lineman. Kind of gave me that much. And then.
So what are you thinking? Are you thinking a walk-on, an Oregon State guy, a Portland State guy? What are you thinking?
I'm not thinking walk-on, but I'm thinking maybe a scholarship player that a new guy, a freshman maybe, right? That needs to learn some defensive, and we got some arm drags and stuff that they want to learn, and ask for our help. That's all I'm thinking. And then I go up there, right?
So you leave the office.
Right.
You walk across that parking lot,
right,
up into the second story of the wrestling room.
Right.
And you're thinking, I'm going to go work out with some guy. Big athletic guy, probably.
Right.
Okay. Get up there.
I still don't know who the guy is when I get up there and see him. And so we start working. An hour goes by, and we're doing, like, arm drags, and he's pushing. And then we sit down, and I'm asking, like, oh, so what's your name? And he says, Dominicus. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? What are you doing here? He's like, oh, I'm just here, just working out. And I don't know how Z got why they reached out to him or asked him for help, but I was amazed.
So Ndamukong Suh shows up from Portland. He's from Portland.
Portland to drive.
He drives down an hour and a half to work out with Taylor Meeks.
Apparently. I don't know about me, but Jim Zaleski is teaching him some stuff and working out with me. So Jim asked me to help. And then the funny part is he's like, hey, that was a little bit of a drive for me. So I was wondering if you could, is there a place to land a helicopter? I'm like, are you kidding me? Like,
are you serious?
Like where? He asked if he could land his helicopter on the university, like up on top of the roof or something. I don't know what his plan was.
They say to that?
And I was like, well, we'll just drive. So the next time we did it, we drove to him. And it was nuts.
So here's my thing. Like he's like one of the biggest, most aggressive, fastest guys in the last 30 years in college football.
They call him the dirtiest football player.
But nice guy.
Nice, great guy.
Nice.
Right.
He didn't do any throat grabs or throwing kicks to you, did he?
So when he's part of the Lions, he had like $500,000 worth of fines, I guess, that year. And then he said this last year, my goal was to go no fines, and I guess he did it. So this last year he went with no fines. But he's like the highest paid
defensive lineman
in the NFL history, I think.
So you're working out with this guy.
Yeah.
What was it like when you grabbed like a physical freak like that? You said you couldn't see him a lot of the times.
Well, yeah, he's elusive, man. He was just like there, and then he wasn't. I was trying to just like back up and like do the lineman block for him, and he was just like, I don't know if I gave him a good feel or not, but because I'm not like a 6'7", 300-pound lineman, but it was nuts to try to grab a hold on that guy. He's fast, he's athletic, and you can see why he's in the NFL and the highest paid player.
When you got a hold of him, could you like move him how you wanted to though?
Not really. I mean, he's a brick, man. He's wide. He's wide. So
I'm getting conflicting reports. I'm getting conflicting reports. Ian said that you put work in on him. Ian said you put work in on him, dude.
I tried my hardest. That's all I can say. And if you thought
did you wear him out or did he wear you out?
I wasn't that wore out. I mean,
you probably wore him out.
Maybe.
So how long were the goes and how many goes has there been?
Well, there weren't like full out goes or anything. It was just technique, right? So I'd say about 10 seconds, however long a play is, right? And then he tried to get through me. So he got through me a lot, in my opinion, but Miller thinks different. What
will you say to Zaleski next time he wants you to work out with someone? I want to know what's going through your mind when Jim Zaleski tells you something, the master of downplaying things.
That's how he does it. That's what you gotta understand, and he'll probably never change. But I'm like, Z, you gotta give me more information. You gotta